Okay. We got Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's really, it is. It's like Minecraft Ball Z. That's what it is.
A little bit. I'm playing the female character, but if I was playing the male character, I would just look like Goku. The male character in this game just looks like Goku.
He does. Yeah. Just like the male character in every Dragon Quest game, unless he's Trunks.
Yeah, or a bad guy. So I'm starting out on the, like, home island place. And then that's a building that I built. And then now I'm going to fly over my farms here.
Wow, you have put in a lot of work. This is the home area?
Yeah, this is the home
area. Mine
looks
so totally different, even though, like, to the point that I've gotten in the game, I'm realizing I kind of do guide your building experience pretty closely, but yours looks very different than mine anyway.
Yeah. Well, the home island place, I don't know. It's kind of fun because there's like a bulletin board that gives you like mini quests, and it's stuff like make sure there's X amount of water in your area, and then like you can put the water wherever you want, but you need a certain amount of water, and then like have a certain amount of like forests or meadows and that sort of thing. And since I've already done like the first area that were all the farming dudes, they all were complaining that there was nothing to farm, so I set up a bunch of farms for them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just keep talking.
There's also people still in that farming town farming and stuff too that you had to go through an entire quest line to build, right?
Yeah, there's a few people left, but like 8 people or something went with me.
Yeah, so that's basically what I find really fun about this game. I've played this one too, and my favorite part is basically just that it has quest lines. It's Legos, but there's a quest system to it.
Yeah,
like storylines.
It's like a lot of the fun of Minecraft, of like building buildings and like setting things up and making your own stuff. But the problem with Minecraft is a lot of times it is too unguided. Whereas this definitely gives you directives.
Like, building something in Minecraft, like you're building it for the sake of building it, like that's the reason, which is fine, but here you're building it because these townspeople don't know how to build stuff and they need houses and you want them to like you.
Yeah, or they have certain desires like, oh, I want a kitchen so that I can cook things. And also, you as the player are like, oh my god, I really want to build a kitchen so that these people cook for me and I don't have to sit on the campfire, like, waiting for things to cook.
Cooking one single thing at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things they've added in this game compared to the first one is almost like kind of a mini RimWorld or something like that. All of your characters have like their own routines and their own things that they do, so you can set them up to like kind of cook for you, and over time you become more and more automated in the sense that like you don't really have to cook anymore ever, because these guys are just constantly generating food that they stick in a box for you to take.
Whether you're there or not, yeah. So it kind of has like almost a city building kind of elements to it.
Yeah.
Except instead of placing down this office building, which generates money, you build the office building brick by brick and tell people what to do in it.
Yeah. So, this is the second, like, major story island. And,
there's Minecraft.
Yeah, there's minecarts.
That's it. That's the mine in Craft.
Yeah. So this is the second island. It's mainly about mining. The first island was actually about, like, building things out of wood and farming. So this one we're gonna learn how to like get copper and gold and stuff.
I see. I'm not this far in the game yet, so I'm like trying to like not read all of the text at the bottom,
right,
so that I don't get spoiled.
So the reason why I left a lot of the text in here, and you notice I can't break these walls, so I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to get out of here? But the reason why I wanted to leave some of this part in was because that is what a lot of this game is. They send you to a place, and people, like... It's like half tutorial, half story, where they're like, oh, this is how you, like, blow up walls with the like TNT block. This is how you like get iron and make stuff out of iron, and this is how you make alcohol. So
They're like,
what?
You know, it's kind of more like they'll say something like, man, I really need to make alcohol. That's what I want to do, and I would be really great if somebody came along and made alcohol, but too bad nobody can because building's illegal.
Yeah,
And
pretty
then,
much.
And then you're like, I could make alcohol.
And then they're like, shit, well, now that you've made the way how to make alcohol, I guess I'll make alcohol because I really want some alcohol right now. That's basically how this has gone.
So it's not so much people teaching you how to do stuff, it's you just, like, learning how to do stuff after somebody mentions it.
Yeah, either like, tells you specifically what they want, or tells you the kind of thing that they want, and you figure it out. So, it's that kind of thing. Part of the story is that there's, like, an evil cult of monsters that are trying to outlaw building, so nobody's allowed to build.
Creating anything. You can't, like, cook, you can't farm, you can't build, you're not allowed to create anything.
These guys are very upset because they're not allowed to make, alcohol. They're like, there's no pub. We're not allowed to have a pub because mixing drinks is illegal now.
Yep, the dwarf people. Yes, this tracks. Look at this architecture.
This tracks.
Whoa.
Get it?
Mine tracks.
Yeah.
Mine tracks.
Now, it's different from Minecraft. This game is not randomly generated, correct?
It's not. They're randomly generated, but they all have the same seed, so it's generated in the same way every time. If that makes sense. It's not like hand. I mean, like, the easy answer is no. It's not. It's not randomly generated in the sense that it will be the same every single time. Like, all of the blocks will be placed in the same spots every time.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes, but...
But, like, on the back end, they might randomly generate it. It's not different every time. But it might be randomly generated. They
generated the map using a computer, but instead of hand creating it. But
right. I'm not clear how they did it, but it is not random. Or it is not random every time you play it, no.
Yeah. It's right. It's not procedurally generated.
Right.
By the end user.
Right. And like clearly some of it's hand placed. Like this area's definitely hand created because like there's like ruins of a town here, but these are all the town folk of the second town being like, man, it really sucks that we can't build or anything. And then they're like, you're a builder? That's illegal.
Yeah, what? You can't do that. You can't build. Apparently it's okay to take shelter in already built houses, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait a second. You can't build. That's illegal. But while you're at it, could you?
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what this game is a little bit.
That's pretty much, the entire story of the game.
Wait a second. That's not okay. You can't. You're basically playing as the town weed man.
Even sometimes the, like, evil monsters that are like, hey, fuck off, you're not allowed to build, but could you build me, like, a cute little puppy or something? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's like, building is illegal, but could you put some water in this thing for me? I need some water in this area.
Yeah,
exactly. This person is like, oh no, that's crazy, we should totally build. Come help me rebuild my town. Yeah, now she's asking me to make a cask so I can start the alcoholing.
Yeah, and then once you make a cask...
You can lead the drunk man down into it and build a brick wall around him.
Yeah. You could do that.
I think this is the area where you get bricks.
Oh, good.
And something else I'd like to
tell that drunk man that the other guy is like, oh, well, if you don't want to drink the fancy wine I have, so he knows some stuff about wine. I'll just give it to him. I am a fucking piece of shit. I don't drink the wine.
So I'm like, I forgot. So I didn't notice that there was a workbench over there because the workbenches in this zone are different colored. So I'm like wandering around looking for the workbench. There's a toilet over there. You can see.
The last toilet that I made was just a clay pot, so I'm glad that we're getting upgrades here.
Yeah.
It's an iron workbench. I see. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
See, it builds from cord and wood. So I need to go find cord in order to build that.
Like chopping vines down. And something I'd like to point out is like literally every block that you can see is part of your repertoire to build with, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you'll have to go and unlock them. If you see like a cool torch, you can pick up the torch, but you might not be able to build it until you go and unlock them by doing those special requests at your home island. That's how you get kind of more decorations and stuff. Which is a good way, right?
Yeah, so I got some cord by cutting down some vines, and now I built this cask. And I'm gonna plonk it down over here, as these characters are saying. These characters have a different accent than the first island.
Yeah. But they're all British.
All of them are always
no matter
British.
Who you are.
Ah, yes.
And they're like, here, put these berries into this cask to make some alcohol of Digger's Jigger.
Ah, yes, the good old Japanese way of translating ancient Japanese and turning it into just old English. Ye old English.
I think it's because a lot of localization is done in the UK. is like the actual reason, but
yeah. Or what the translators think ye old English might have sounded like.
They're usually wrong.
Yeah. This one isn't too bad.
Look at this. Look at these fucking like
large pigmen monsters.
The Minotaur, dude. They're just like wearing Minotaur executioner masks.
Those are Minotaur executioner masks. Those are construction helmets. They're secret builders.
They look like Mad
following
Max.
OSHA standards.
They look like Mad Max dudes.
They look like they're about to throw you in a big iron bowl and light a fire under it. Is what they look like to me.
Yeah.
That they built with using OSHA standards.
So now we're
Are you saying that those are hard hats?
Yes, I am saying that those are hard hats.
No, wait a second. It's the Pupa twins.
Oh
Look
shit, you're right. That's them. That's Tim, Tom, and Kevin.
It's the murderous Moppets.
It's them. They're wearing the fetish gear.
Yeah.
So these guys are coming with me. It's doing story stuff. I'm going to find a new character that's built into this wall right here.
And this is a new character that's built into this wall. And this is like... I don't think that this is a bad snippet of gameplay. This is a primary portion of the game. A lot of the game is you listening to what the NPCs have to say to you and doing it. And that's what I really appreciate about this game, is that it's just more of a guided experience than most of these survival games. This isn't like a survival game. It's a story-based game first, and it has all of these systems that you know and love from Lego Craft.
Yeah. And it has like food and stuff, and it like, so there's hunger and there's all of that stuff. And then there's like a pretty basic combat system as well. But like all of it's kind of to serve the purpose of like it's almost like the whole game is kind of a tutorial, like not in a bad way, but in like a way that teaches you stuff while taking you through a story that's more interesting than just like here, have a checklist box, right?
Yeah.
And then they still give you
make bow.
Yeah.
It's more than just that.
Yeah, and they still give you like your own personal island that you can build whatever you want on, and they have some like open-ended goals there. So you can still do the Minecraft thing of just, you know, building whatever cool stuff you want. And one of the cool things is during the pause screen menus, they'll show like they'll have like themes that you can go and like it might be like spooky or like haunted house or something, and then other people will have taken pictures of their like haunted houses, and then it's like put into this feed that comes up on loading screens. And then it'll tell you like the next one is cafe, and so then the next month they'll have a bunch of like pictures of other people's interpretations of cafes. So it kind of has like a social element too, with taking pictures and stuff as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is neat. That's good, actually.
Yeah, and on the personal island, there's also some like co-op. It took me 15 hours in the game to get to that point, but after 15 hours, I unlocked co-op, and
yeah. where you can co-op on your own island.
Yeah, so you can bring, like, a friend over and you guys could build something together on your personal island. But unfortunately, you can't do co-op in, like, this story mode stuff. Which is
Think
kind
like
of a bummer.
the DS Animal Crossing, where you could visit each other's towns, but you couldn't really, like, do anything in them.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you can still, like, help them build, but I think they like, let you set people's permissions. So, people can't
That
just
makes
join and start fucking your shit up. Like, I think they, like, you have to actively be like, yes, this person might fuck my shit up. Give them, access anyway.
So wait a second, if I'm understanding this right, the Iron Golem is the only way that you can terraform rocks? You don't get to mine them or anything?
No, what they're basically saying is their mine is, like, empty. It's like they've already mined out a lot of the resources, but if they find some leftover copper, they can make him stronger so that he can, like, put minerals back into the earth so that they can mine it again, I guess.
Okay. Interesting. Rusty Wrecking Ball. I want to see what this does. This is interesting. Oh!
It's TNT. It blows up the wall.
Why would they call it a wrecking ball then?
Because everything has slightly not Minecraft names.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
But TNT isn't exactly like... Minecraft doesn't have the copyright on TNT.
Yeah, I know. It's just to be different, I think.
Not yet!
They called it Wrecking Ball in the first game. This is Dragon Quest Builders 2. It had Wrecking Balls in the first game, but...
But we have upgraded. We have super wrecking balls now.
Well, these ones are rusty wrecking balls, so I think
We
they're
have
actually
downgraded.
probably
The
worse.
apocalypse has come.
This is like actually a dwarf town, isn't it? Look, it's even like named a dwarf name. Crumble Dune. Tell me that ain't.
Yeah,
tell me that
pretty
ain't
much.
a dwarf fortress.
I'm gonna say it's a gnome fortress name because it sounds like a cookie.
There's a
Kinda
little
does
mole
sound like a
person.
cookie. Oh yeah, this game has combat in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also, side note, there is combat similar to how Minecraft also has combat.
My strategy
combat
for
in
the
this game-
combat.
Go ahead.
My strategy for the combat is to hit stuff with my sword until Marloth kills it.
Yeah, kinda.
The guy that's been following Saine around the whole time.
Yeah.
He just kills stuff like really hard because he's not a builder, he's a hero.
Yeah.
Question mark. There's like two types of people in Dragon Quest. There's builders and there's heroes.
And one of
Yes.
them is illegal.
Yeah. No, heroes are also illegal.
I see.
So one of the cool things is, like, you have different tools to help you do stuff. So, like, I've been using the hammer a lot, but there's also gloves that let you just move blocks around without breaking them.
Right, instead of having to take them in your inventory and try to replace them, which is annoying.
Yeah,
They're the Enderman gloves.
pretty much. And then there's also, like, a water pot that lets you infinitely fill things with water. I also got a thing that will replace one kind of block for another. So you can, like, completely replace entire walls. So there's, like, a bunch of different cool tools other than just smashing things with a hammer. And that's one of the new things in this game compared to the, even the last one. The last one, you mostly just had the hammer, and then you just had better hammers eventually. But this one actually gives you additional tools that makes things easier for you.
Good.
Little quality of life things like those gloves,
Yeah, it seems
for
like
instance.
and even like the water thing, it seems like it really wants you to be able to like terraform to your heart's content, really
Yeah.
customize the terrain.
To
Although
the
I
ex-
didn't play the first one, so I don't know how much of that there was there.
Yeah, not nearly as much. I think there might have been water, but like not in the same way. So, yeah, this game has actually gone quite a bit different in terms of what it'll do. It's fun.
Nice.
I like
Yeah,
it.
that is good.
And it's, it's kind of doing that, like, almost Zelda-esque. You found a thing! Da-da-da-da!
Yeah, it only does that the first time you find one of those things, right?
Yeah.
Surely. Yeah. Oh, you can pick up a whole block.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of like a Minecraft being like, hey, look, you found this cool thing for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
Whoa, it's
Minecrafts do
copper.
that.
I
You
don't
can
think
use
I
copper.
don't think Minecraft does it then.
Yeah,
Minecraft
doesn't do it.
definitely doesn't, but I think Minecraft clones do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've seen a game that's been like as much of a Minecraft clone, but still like better than Minecraft. That's like a weird way to say it, but like this is the only game that I've really played kind of in this genre that takes like the concept of Minecraft and actually builds on it, so to speak.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's also like Terraria, but that's like a 2D thing, and that's like
Yeah,
the
it's
closest that I can
Got
think
its
of.
own thing.
Well, Starbound.
Yeah,
Well, Starbound took
Starbound.
Terraria,
yeah,
I would say.
yeah. Starbound's kind of a building on Terraria, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that is
Need
also
gold
true. It's in
to
that
become
lineage.
gold golem. Hey, I made a cameo in the building.
Oh, did you pop up with that?
Yeah, it popped up saying my in the corner.
That's funny. Now I'm upgrading him to a copper golem. Oops, we just did his head. Everyone's like, what?
Core blimey.
Yeah.
Oh, Digby, like from Animal Crossing.
Yeah, they're doing that like Nino Cooney accent that all of them
Yeah.
had, that weird English accent that a bunch of characters had in Nino Cooney. It's the same kind of thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
like
I don't
from
know.
Wales?
It's one of those.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Actually, it's actually pretty annoying to read the text in this area. What?
Yeah. I said I am not well versed in UK dialects.
Yeah. They're probably like, there's probably different dialects in Japanese, which is why they're like translating it to different dialects in the game. But it seems kind of weird for Americans. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. See, now they want me to make a cocktail shaker, but it's not alcohol.
They don't even have any fucking houses. Don't they want the walls on their houses
dude.
repaired?
No, the pub is the #1 priority. Let's be real.
It is a door. See, it lends credence to my theory that this is in fact a dwarf fortress.
Yeah, this area is kind of Dwarf Fortress the zone.
Like all they want is some booze. That's it. That's the only thing.
This person's like, we need to build this, and I'm like, I don't know how to build this. And then she tells me, oh, someone else might actually know the recipe for the thing I told you to build. And I'm like, really? I have to go talk to a different person to know the thing that I have to build?
Yeah.
What good are you, Babs? You're not even
Babs.
a rabbit. Get out of here.
Yeah. Get out of here, Babs.
Here's the shirtless blacksmith man.
Ah, yes. You know what? Look at his face. Tell me he ain't Mr. Satan with a shaved head.
I mean, you're not wrong. But also, look at that bartender
that's
guy.
literally... Yeah, okay. But, no, really, his face is literally fucking... Oh, what's
Yeah, a little bit.
Hercule.
Yeah.
That was what they called him in the dub, right?
Yeah, I knew who you were talking about, though. I also
Right.
recognize him as Mr. Satan, even though he is Hercule in the English version.
Right, right.
So he's like, in order to make a cocktail shaker, you need ingots. In order to get ingots, you need a forge. In order to get a forge, you need to get stone.
Yeah, okay. That all tracks. That's fine. I'm glad that you're how far into the game now? This is like 20 hours in and you're learning how to build a forge to smelt metal.
Yeah.
Welcome to Minecraft. Enjoy your infinitely long stay.
One of the cool things about this game, too, is it lets you kind of have an infinite bag.
Yeah.
So,
I would call it like pseudo infinite. It's not unlimited.
it is very big. But it is
Yeah,
maybe
it's
not unlimited. I'm not positive.
You know what? It's possible that it might be big enough to have one of every type of block in it.
Yeah,
So,
it seems like it might be that big.
yeah, that's the kind of big we're talking here, but it doesn't look infinite. Are
How?
you rearranging the forge to be kind of like a wall?
Yeah, a little bit. I have that Tetris block over there out of metal. And then they're like, smelt all of this copper. And I'm like, oh shit.
Oh my god.
I'm
Well-
like, what should I do in the meantime?
Yeah,
Whatever
you know
you
what?
want, I guess.
No, actually, that's another thing. Usually when you come up, I don't know if it is in this particular situation, but usually where you come up against something where you have to wait, they'll give you another quest to keep you occupied. I found that almost every time that you have to wait for something like this.
Yeah. I don't
Is it
think that
true
I
this
had
time?
an alternate quest, but there's still other stuff to do. So it's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna learn how to cook this whatchamacall, cactus thing. But in order to do that, I need a bonfire. So in order to get a bonfire, I have to kill some slimes for oil.
Right. Yeah, well, anyway, on the first island, they gave you different stuff to do almost every time you had to wait.
Yeah.
They would be like, while we wait for these crops to grow, why don't you go find some fucking water so our crops will grow?
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it looks like it comes in 5s anyway. It like
Yeah, that
smelts
is
in
good.
5s, which is nice.
You made some copper ingots. Just like they say, you builders are scary.
Yep.
What kind of magic did you use to make these fuckers?
I showed you how to do this, but then you did it. Oh god.
I can't believe it. How could this have happened?
Well, basically there's like an evil monster cult that's killing everyone who isn't refusing to build, and they're all like part of this weird religion. This monster religion. So
The
everybody's
children of
like,
Harvard.
oh, you better not build or the Lord of Destruction's gonna come and kill you. And then you're like, I haven't seen the Lord of Destruction at all this entire time I've played this game, so clearly he's not going to destroy me.
Yeah, he ain't there. There's no Lord of Destructions here.
Oh no!
And then they're like, oh, well, you made a cocktail counter here, can't let it go to waste.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to have some cocktails.
I mean,
while we're at it.
Lord of Destruction hates you and shit, but like,
But booze,
No,
though.
the people working for the Lord of Destruction hate you. We've never
Ah,
met the
yes.
Lord of Destruction.
Nope.
He's not real.
He's clearly not someone who follows you around at all times.
Destroying things for you
Yeah.
and having fun, being your friend.
And killing
Yeah.
monsters and, destroying monsters,
yeah,
And also is the character who is the Lord of Destruction in Dragon Quest 2.
yeah.
And is
Could be
also noted several times in the story that the Lord of Destruction is with you.
Within probably like 2 or 3 minutes of the story beginning.
Yeah.
The reason why we're joking is because it's like not directly said, but it is entirely obvious, like, from the very beginning, like...
I'm pretty sure it is directly said, except the characters act like nobody's ever said it. Like,
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
okay, so the guy who follows you around is the Lord of Destruction, and he just has amnesia with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he's like your friend, and he's a cool dude, and he's like, man, I want to build stuff too. So, like, he's just a cool guy. And it tells you as much. It's like, it says here in these ancient scriptures that you are the Lord of Destruction. Lord of Destruction? That's ridiculous. What does that mean? Anyway.
Also, he's this guy with, like, big, like, piercing red eyes and looks evil.
Yeah.
Has spiky hair and a bone tooth
Constant
necklace.
scowl, you know.
So what we're doing now is, as you complete quests for people, you get, like, gratitude hearts, and then you use the gratitude hearts to ring the bell and upgrade the town. And, I just did that, and when you do that, you get new recipes for new stuff you can build.
And more people in gimp suits come to help you out.
Yeah. So these guys are like, let's mine stuff, because they're miner guys. They want to mine. That's what's going on here.
Yeah. Which, mining under Hargun's law probably wouldn't be illegal. It's not creating anything, it's destroying rocks.
And then
You just
collecting the
couldn't-
rocks that you destroyed, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you just
You're
couldn't
just
do
not allowed to
anything with-
smelt it.
Yeah, or like put them together in a like orderly fashion.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, you know, how this game goes. You like talk to people, they give you quests, then you like upgrade the town, and then more people come, and the people come and give you more quests, and then you like sort of progress that way. The first island was all about farming, and this one is all about mining.
Yeah, and eventually you'll exhaust all of you'll like run through the island's storyline, at which point I assume you'll take some of these guys back to your home island with you so that you have better access to customize your home island the way you like and more NPCs to work on it.
Yeah, because eventually you get to the point where like you can set down a blueprint and just be like, okay, NPCs, build this blueprint for me. And they'll just go run up and like completely do it themselves. All you need to do is like give them materials.
Blueprints.
You sort of so far it seems like you just sort of get blueprints. There might be a more streamlined way eventually, but I don't know.
I'm sure that if there is, the game will like hand deliver it to me and explain to me how to do it, and then make me do it. Which is actually, I really appreciate that. Actually,
it's
That's
easy
not a
to
bad
like
thing at
joke
all.
on it and like make fun of that, but it actually makes the game a lot more like palatable. And it has that treadmill thing of it's like, okay, one more quest, I'll do this. Okay, now that people need this thing, okay, let me give them this thing. Oh, now that they have this thing, they want this thing. And it's like, yeah, it's definitely like that one more turn kind of feel.
Yeah.
So I figured since we're playing Dragon Quest Builders, I should actually build something for a second.
Probably good. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll get some Adobe blocks and fix this house, this bunkhouse.
And then that'll make your people happy. I think that you're probably supposed to have been doing that this whole time.
Well, they haven't asked
you're
for
supposed to. Yeah, sure, but like it'll get you the gratitude hearts.
Yeah, but I don't think that you could really do it until you rang the bell. Like, I mean, I guess you could do it, and then you would get the gratitude, like, anyway, and then...
From the couple of people.
Yeah, but, like, even still, you wouldn't, like, get anything out of it until after you did that bell quest anyway, so...
Right. Yeah.
So the rule for houses is they have to be 2 blocks high.
No roof. Roofs are for squares.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they can have roofs, but they don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, roof's irrelevant.
You can make 2-story buildings, and like, they will track it from the floor. So if you do like 3 blocks high, and then another 2 blocks high, it'll count the bottom floor as 1 floor and the top floor as a 2nd floor.
So you can have like multi-level buildings.
Yeah, so it definitely supports multi-level buildings, but it doesn't really care about roofs. So
yeah.
And actually, it's sort of frustrating to play in third person with roofs anyway. And see, I put a torch in here and upgraded it to a small, basic bedroom, rather than just being a small room and then just a bedroom or whatever. Or however it is. And then, like, eventually you might get decorations and it might be like miner's bedroom or farmer's bedroom or that sort of thing.
Stick a helmet and a pickaxe in there and it becomes a miner's bedroom.
Yeah. And so I just slept so that I could, you know...
Skip nighttime.
Yeah, skip nighttime. Because at nighttime there are ghosts that fuck with you the whole time, which are really annoying.
They are, but they give you a lot of experience. Hey, I noticed that you're uncapped from level 10. When does that happen? Like when you go to this island?
Yeah, I think so.
Fair enough.
Because, yeah, I hit the level cap in the first area, like, real quick, too. Kill a couple ghosts and you hit the level cap. But, yeah, so that's Dragon Quest Builders 2. I love this game a lot. I'm just starting the second island and I already have 30 hours in it, so it is definitely a long game.
Yeah.
It is very, like...
There's at least one more item after that, right?
One more island? Yeah, I think so.
What did I say?
You said item. There might be...
Item?
There might be 2 more islands, but... It's either 1 or 2 more. And then there's a bunch of, like, smaller items that you get to get infinite stuff.
Islands?
Got him! Fucking got his ass!
That was my fault, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Got his ass.
So, yeah, I love this game a lot.
Yeah.
I played the first one on Switch, but the second one had performance issues on consoles, so I am playing it on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really recommend it. It's very good.
Mhm.
If you have the opportunity to play the first one first, I might suggest it because the first one
It's
is
like-
a little bit
it's Dragon
simpler.
Quest I.
So, well, the
Right.
stories don't really connect, but it's simpler.
No, yeah,
So,
fair enough. Fair enough.
like, if you're going to play both of them, if you play the first one first, you won't be spoiled by things in the second one.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, in the second one, you can just build stuff outside and people will use it. In the first one, they'll only use stuff if it's in a room. That can be annoying. So, stuff like that. They're both very good though, and very fun. But if you're PC only, there's no need to play the first one, so go ahead and just get the second one, because it's really good. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I adore this game. I kind of want to go play it right now and not do recording.
Yeah, now that we watched it, it's like, now let's all leave to play Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We have a Discord that you can join that's pretty active. You can follow Dalsson on Twitch, and he streams a lot of games like Monster Hunter and maybe Dragon Quest Builder too.
Yes. No, probably not.
Fair enough. And yeah, I think. Oh, and we have a Patreon, so if you want to support us directly, there's that. All right.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, and remember, as always,
Stay beautiful.